During the United Nations Millennium Summit in New York in 2000 and the World Summit on Sustainable Development in Johannesburg in 2002, a series of Millennium Development Goals aimed at achieving poverty eradication and sustainable development were developed. One target was provision of clean water supply and sanitation services, and to halve the population of people without access to safe drinking water and basic sanitation by 2015. This sad situation therefore calls for the use of sustainable sanitation and agricultural production techniques to reduce morbidity caused by sanitation and nutrition-related diseases while increasing food production and energy supply without depleting the natural resources.
Access to sanitation is now considered a basic human right, and this envisages the issue of access, availability, non-discrimination, affordability, and many other human-related issues. And for this reason, the ministry feels that they have a contribution to make towards improving sanitation and addressing the sanitation crisis.
If you look at the targets, international benchmarks that the government have subscribed to, like the MDG, one of the undertakings is that the government undertook to increase access to people to water and sanitation, to increase by half. Those people without water and sanitation, half of them should have water and sanitation by the year 2015. So EcoSan is not something new in the world, it is only new in Kenya, and therefore we came and we made proposals to EU to fund some of the activities. Fortunately, they came up with the funds and now the projects are being implemented. The beauty of EcoSan is that it is environmentally sound. No waste. Waste is being turned into wealth, and that is the backbone of EcoSan.
The water reforms in Kenya, which were enacted through the Water Act of 200,000, was reform the water sector into what they calling social commercialization of the whole thing. What has been done is that different institutions has been established, leaving only the ministry as a policy maker in the whole shop. In the water sector reform, which is being done actually within the ministry here, different institutions like water service boards, water service providers, water services trust fund, water regulator, WASRE, which is water regulatory authority, and water resources management authorities have been put into place. The idea is to improve generally the services of water coverage, water supply and sanitation coverage in Kenya. So we as EcoSan Promotion Project, we are going to pilot projects for the ministry which can be used later on for upscaling sanitation in various water services spots within the country.
As most people continue to succumb to poverty, there has been a positive attitude towards trying out new ideas in technology to reduce the poverty rate as well as waterborne diseases throughout the country, with intervention of the government, non-governmental organizations and other stakeholders in sanitation. This project is jointly financed by EU, SIDA, GTZ and the Government of Kenya. This project is piloting safe on-site sanitation in rural households, institutions, public places and informal settlements, which is to benefit 50,000 people. This leads us to Gashoire Girls High School in Kembu District, institution is reaping benefits accruing from production of bioenergy from a sanitation project involving the use of human waste and other wastewaters produced in the school.
The biodigester system was introduced in this school in the year 2007, and it has helped the school quite a lot. There are so many things that we have benefited from out of this.
This innovative project that has benefited the school immensely forms the first piloting phase of improving sanitation facilities in institutions by the EcoSan Promotion Project.
The school children, which are about 700 girls, they are using these toilets. In former times, all the waste was going to the septic tank. But the septic tank is still polluting the environment very, very much. And it's not giving you any additional output except it's polluting the environment. And we as EcoSan, we try to look at waste differently, to see, okay, what can we do with the waste? In the first place, of course, we don't want to pollute the environment. And what else can the waste give us? And the waste can actually give us a lot. It can give us biogas, which is a byproduct of treatment of the waste. It can give us the water, which is very precious in Kenya. And it's short, and we want to reuse it for a different purpose, like irrigation. After treatment of the waste, the water is clean.
At this point, all the generated wastewater from toilets, urinals, showers and hand wash facilities is discharged by the biogas digester, where the wastewater is treated through anaerobic fermentation for the production of biogas and lowering of pollution load. The secondary treatment unit comprising anaerobic baffled reactor is planned to be incorporated within the year. The biogas digester used is a fixed dome plant with a capacity of 54 cubic meters and 2 expansion chambers. The pre-treated effluent from the biogas digester is drained into the existing septic tank. It is planned in future to treat the wastewater and recycle it for irrigation in the school farm. Ordinarily, an individual uses 10,000 liters of water annually to flush toilets, and these are laden with biosolids that, when treated through anaerobic processes, would yield beneficial biogas. And this realization is the impetus behind the project.
All the wastewater from the toilets is drained into our digester, which is basically an airtight tank. Inside the tank, the bacteria work on the waste, and they eat the waste as food. And what they produce is methane as a byproduct. And this methane, which we also call biogas, is used for cooking. It can be used even for generating energy, for various purposes, even lighting. So here in this school we use it for cooking purposes because the school is using a lot of firewood. So we want to substitute some of these expenses.